Hi everyone, I am Dani Caicedo. I am living in Harmonious Union with my twin flame Ian. I am a student of Jeven Shalia. I am very happy to be making this video for you today. I am actually Harmonious Union number 8, and it's funny because I love number 8. It's like perfect. So today I want to talk about Ian is not woo woo. Oh my god. Like he is not spiritual. He isn't he just isn't, right? So I wanted to talk about this because it's so important to really uh for all the people out there who have their twin flames, and their twin flames maybe are not spiritual. I mean, no one can really not be spiritual because we just are spiritual, like it's just part of who we are. We are physical, we are the body, we are the mind, and we're the spirit. Like there is nowhere to be lost. We are spiritual whether we decided to embrace it or not, but we are. So what I mean when I say that, the woo woo thing is just that, Ian, um he doesn't like to talk about God or spirituality. Like he's very logic, and he's very spiritual, but at his own way, right? So I wanted to talk about this topic because we have to know, guys, that whatever it is that your twin flame is doing in her own way, it's already spiritual. Knowing that we are spiritual because we are created like that, so there is no way that we are not. So knowing that we are spiritual, it doesn't matter how we present that or how we follow that, because we are. So then for so long, one of my biggest blogs with Ian was like not accepting that he doesn't believe in God, or that he doesn't wanna, support me in the twin flame world. And he was like, oh, I don't believe in that. I don't wanna, I don't want to embrace that, but like it works for you and whatever. Like that really brought me a lot of upset. And I was like, thinking that like if he's not believing it, like maybe I'm not believing it, like there's something wrong with me. And like this upset has been really, like following me a lot. But in truth, guys, the only thing that was happening here, and that what God was showing me here, is that I was believing in separation, that I was choosing to see my twin flame as if he's not spiritual, and therefore whatever that he was doing, saying, feeling, or thinking, I wouldn't see him as a spiritual. And that's where the separation relied, right? Because I was not seeing that. So having that insight is actually pretty cool and pretty relieving, like realizing that no, like my twin flame is a spiritual, period. That's it. Whatever they say, like I don't need to tell you I love God to be spiritual, because by nature, again, he is spiritual. So your twin flame by nature is spiritual. This is not something that just I am saying, or like something that Jeven Shalia say. It's something that science say. Like this is psychology too. Like Viktor Frank, who was a very, very well-known psychologist, he will talk about it, and he will say that we are the mind, the the physical part, and the spirit. That there's this spiritual part of us. And I mean, everyone pretty much talks about it, and it's just true. The science talks about it. It's logic. How can we not be spiritual if we are coming, we come from the heavens, right? Like we come from the universe, and the universe, it's energy, and that's spirituality, right? Like people try to really encapsulate spirituality as much as religion, and that's why there's all of the like upsets and everything. But to be spiritual is a birthright, and therefore it doesn't matter how people, everyone has to have their own path. And when I realized that I don't really want to be in the way of my twin flame's path. I don't want to be in the way of him getting to know his spirituality. Like I don't want to force anything on him. That's not my job. And so that's the block that I realized. Like, I was trying to force something on him, and he was still saying, okay, no then, because I'm not here for you to force on me. I'm here for to be loved by you unconditionally. So until you love me unconditionally, I'm good, thanks. Like, that's just what it is. And so all I need is to really just love my twin flame, and you know let him have his own thing. Who am I to tell him what he has to do in order to be spiritual? I don't want to be that person, and you don't want to be that person either. Like, for him, being spiritual is playing basketball. Like, for him, being spiritual is going to the park. For me, being spiritual is doing a reading. For me, is meditating. For him, is also meditating. Like, it's silly to try to encapsulate spirituality. It's silly to try to encapsulate what God is. Like, by trying to force your twin flame, like, you have to believe in this because this is God. Like, like, I realized that in myself. Like, that's just stubborn, because who am I to say what God is? Like, I have the version because I feel God in my heart, and I know that God is love, God is peace, God is everything, and I cannot control God. Therefore, me believing that my twin flame, is not spiritual, is me not believing that he's also me, and is, in a way, believing in separation. So there is no need for me to hold on to that belief of separation. Like, I can totally let go of that and see myself as one in a deeper layer. You see, guys, once you get into Harmonious Union, I remember that once Jeff said that Harmonious Union was the beginning of ascension, and I think he was totally right. Like, you know, I had to let go of a lot of resistance to surrender before Harmonious Union, and that was it. Like, I was like, what's going on? Like, oh my God, but it was just me releasing resistance to surrender. And then when I let go of that resistance to surrender, I got into Harmonious Union, and it's not that like it happened one day. I mean, it did, but I was already working through that before, right? So yeah, I mean, I had to work a lot on that. And then once I got into Harmonious Union, another blogs were presented to me. And Jeff and Shalia were very clear with that. They were like, once you get into Harmonious Union, you're going to start going deeper with it. And, like you master a lot of things, but you're going to keep mastering, because the ascension is never stopping. You're always ascending to your perfect heaven on earth. And so there are going to be blocks, there are going to be upsets, there are going to be things, you're always going to be going deeper, and it's always going to be juicier and juicier and juicier. Of course, there are going to be challenges, and it's going to be feel bad, but it's just because it's, the bad thing is dying. A very important thing is not to numb your feelings. So, for example, okay, I know that my twin flame is he doesn't want to talk about God. Okay, good. I understand that he has his own way of seeing life and seeing God, and therefore I don't want to force on him anything. But that doesn't mean that if that, in a way, that makes me feel sad, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna avoid that, because it does. It really bothers me, right? So I'm not gonna avoid that. I'm gonna feel my feelings there, and I'm gonna be very present with myself. I'm gonna give myself everything that I need with the mirror exercise, and then I'm gonna surrender, and I'm gonna keep going. So there is no reason for you to sit on an upset. You don't have to do that. Like, you have to really feel all of your feelings, whatever it is. Even if your twin flame is telling you that, like Ian, right? Like, he's like, I don't believe in God. Okay, cool. That doesn't feel good to me, because I love God. So all I have to do is to mirror, find the part within me, and it's something that I've been doing already, and I'm always going deeper and deeper and deeper. But like, in truth, guys, it sums up to me loving my twin flame unconditionally and accepting the way he is approaching God. And he's a divine child of God as well, or the universe, or whatever. he's just a beautiful human in any way, right? And so my job is to just love him and to love myself in every step of the way. um, there's something that Jovan Shalia say, and is that God wouldn't put a desire on you if it was not going to happen. So I am not scared and I'm not afraid of any of my desires, because I know that all of them are going to be met. And so I'm not going to allow the voice of ego to tell me otherwise, and to tell me, oh, it's impossible, you should just feel bad now. Like, that's not what it is. Like, I am going to love myself in every place, and I'm gonna keep surrendering, and period. That's all that I need to do, and loving my twin flame unconditionally, and loving myself, and loving God, and allowing God to take the lead. It's always about allowing God to take the lead. My job is not to convince Ian that God is real, or to convince anybody that God is real or that twin flames are real. That's not my job. My job is to love myself and to love people, just as Jeff and Shalia have taught me and have taught everyone who has decided to receive their love and their teachings, right? Like, so, yeah. So I don't want to do God's job. I want to do my job, which is I'm here to love myself and to love. So yeah, because I realized that, I was, in a way, I was kind of like resisting to love Ian because of this upset. And I don't want to have that. It doesn't feel good. What feels good is to love him no matter what, to love him unconditionally, and to learn from him, by the way, because everything that he does, everything that he is always showing me something. I can learn from him. I am so happy, like, it's like, now that I've been allowing myself to feel that love, like, more deeper, I see my twin flame and I really honor him, because he's a fucking badass, like, I learn from him. Like, he's like a very, like, he's like a little Buddha, like, but he's just Ian, right? But he's awesome. And I am feeling very grateful that, we are together, that I get to learn from him, that we've worked so much and to be where we are right now. And in order for us to keep going deeper, all we need is to just love each other, and to work through our upsets, and realize that, if we know that, I know that, you know my perfect life is meant to be lived. I am already living that, and everything that I desire is right on the next, on the next corner. And beyond that, like, God has things for me that I cannot even imagine, but it's just God. And it's the same for you, like, God has so much for you. So it is safe to just enjoy the ride and enjoy the process, by loving yourself and by loving your twin flame, by learning from your twin flame. Your twin flame has so much to teach you. Your twin flame loves you so much, and you have to really allow yourself to learn from your twin flame. Don't control your twin flame. That feels bad. That's not good. That's not how you get into harmonious union. That's not how you get your twin flame to join you in your life purpose or anything. Just by loving your twin flame and by loving yourself, by being present with your feelings and doing the mirror exercise, and keep going and never stop, period. If you need time to be with yourself and just cuddle and just, do nothing, do that, whatever that feels good to you, but always keep going. That's all that you need in this beautiful path of life. And keep loving your twin flame, knowing that there is everything that you want is already here. And so don't fall into any illusion. Yeah, it's safe to open your heart completely to your twin flame, to receive their love, and to allow yourself to love them the way you do. So, woo woo or not, I choose to love my twin flame, like, I choose to really embrace the man that I have with me, because he is a blessing. He's my man. And yeah, I want to invite you guys to do the same, to really embrace your twin flame, whether, and see the master within them, and see see, like, honor their divinity, honor their beauty, honor their teachings, like honor how amazing they are, how beautiful they are, and just to really learn from that and love them there. And it's because by doing that you're doing it to yourself, right? So yeah, I feel like very complete. Like I say, there is nothing to control. It's just about loving and feeling your feelings and knowing that everything that you desire is here. So there is no reason for you to feel that it's not going to happen. Even if the outside is showing you that, you know, your twin flame is never gonna do something that you want, bullshit. And you know that they do. Like Ian says, you know, that he doesn't believe in God and that he's not spiritual, but he is. And he is in a way, and he does believe, you know, in the universe or whatever he believes. It doesn't matter. Peace is what is God. And period. I don't need him to say something specific. So it's just going through blogs of, you know, uh, seeing myself separate as with God. So I'm just gonna go deeper there. Instead of being upset with my twin flame, I'm just gonna go deeper with myself and loving my twin flame. So I really recommend you guys to do the same. See you in the next video. Bye.